Good morning. So let's start our English classes, right? So I hope all of you are following carefully the English classes, and I hope all of you are listening attentively, taking down what I am giving on the board. And I told you to maintain a book, okay? Maintain one separate book for English and take down the information that I am giving you, right? So it will be useful for you at the time of examination, and when you want to refer to your notes, you can refer to your notes. So I hope you are following the class, and I hope you are with me. And we are discussing about intonation, okay? And yesterday I was talking about stress and accent. So, and we were discussing about intonation. And by the by, I gave you the units, the syllabus. I think you have written it down in your books. So, or once you come to college, you can take it down again. So, the units, there are 5 units, I told you, right? So, the 5 units we are talking, now we are doing with the second, we are in the second unit. Unit number 1, listening skills. I was discussing with you the importance of listening, types of listening, barriers to listening, effective listening. Now we are in unit 2, and in unit 2, speaking skills, sounds of English, vowels and consonants. I started that, and in the old syllabus it was there, and I did it. So word accent, yesterday I told you, okay, what is the word accent, the stress, and how to identify the stress and how to give the stress. So today we are in intonation. We have come to intonation, and right, I told you about falling intonation, right? We are discussing about falling intonation, and falling intonation, I told you about statements, commands, right? So we shall see that. We shall continue with the class, okay? Just a minute, I will so we are talking about, we were discussing, right, falling intonation. We were discussing, okay, falling intonation. We shall falling intonation, and this falling intonation, I told you the symbol, okay, like that. The symbol is like that, right? In falling intonation, the pitch of the voice falls at the end of, right? In falling intonation, the pitch of the voice, okay, falls at end of sentence, right? Falling intonation, the symbol is like this, and the pitch of the voice falls at the end of the sentence, right? So we have a downward arrow, okay, we have this here, okay, downward arrow, a downward arrow. The arrow goes like this. Okay, like this, a downward arrow. Okay, downward arrow, and that is the symbol for right. Okay, so the pitch of the voice falls at the end of the sentence for falling intonation, right? And this falling intonation is mostly found in statements statements, right? And then it's found in commands. Then it's found in WH questions. WH questions, and then it's found in question tags. Question tags, and it's also found in exclamations. Right? Okay, so this falling intonation is found in statements, right? Found in statements, commands, WH questions, question tags, and exclamations. Right? So we shall see some examples. Right? The pitch of the voice falls at the end of sentence. Right? There is falling intonation at the end of the sentence. Okay. Now we shall see some examples. Right? I shall give some examples. Right? Well, now let's look at some examples in statements. Let us look at some examples in statements. Right? Now here one example. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Right? And you have here, okay, falling. This is a falling sentence, intonation. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. No, it's wrong. We don't say nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. No. We don't raise our voice. Nice to meet you. Good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm glad to meet you. I'm glad to meet you. No, we don't say like that. It's not rising. It's falling. So, nice to meet you. Right? So, it's falling intonation. It's falling intonation. Nice to meet you. It's falling. See, for example, I'm going for a walk. I'm going for a walk in the park. I'm going for a walk in the park. Right? Falling intonation. This sentence is falling intonation. Right? This sentence is falling intonation. Right? Do you understand? So, we have seen that how we give it for, right? We have seen how we give statements, examples. Right? Okay? So, here, nice to meet you, it's down. The voice does not go up. So, you need to understand that in statements how falling intonation is applied. Right. Now, we shall see. Okay. Did you write it down? Just examples. Right. Did you write it down? I hope you are writing down in your books. Please take it down in your books. It will be useful for you when you come to class, when you come to college. Right. Okay. So, in statements, Right, now we shall see in commands. Okay, so now we shall see in commands how it will be. Commands, examples in commands. Okay, right, look at this first one. Write your name here. Write your name write your name here. Okay, falling, write your name here, leave it on the desk. Right, one more example. Okay, leave it on the desk. This sentence is falling intonation. Leave it on the desk. Right, throw that out. Throw that out. Throw that out. Throw that out. Right? Did you understand? I hope you are following carefully what I am saying in the class. Right? Is it clear? Throw that out. So in commands, okay, in statements, and then okay, now we shall see in WH questions. Right, so in commands is falling intonation. Okay, look at this. Write your name here. Write your name here, leave it on the desk. Leave it on the desk. Leave it on the desk. No, it's not like that. That's wrong. That is wrong. Leave it on the desk. Right, so your voice comes down, falling intonation. Falling intonation, your voice comes down. Right, throw that out, your voice comes down. Is it clear? So falling intonation in commands. Okay, we are seen in commands, falling intonation. Okay, right, now we shall see in WH questions. Right. Okay, we shall see in WH questions. Examples in WH questions. Right? Clear? I hope you are following me. Right. So in WH questions. Right, and WH questions are questions beginning with who, what, why, where, when, which, how. Okay, so requesting information. WH questions, requesting information. Requesting information. Requesting information. Right? Requesting information. So here, where do you work? Where do you work? Okay. Right? Falling intonation. Where do you work? Falling intonation. Is it clear? Right? So, falling intonation It comes in statements, commands, WH questions, question tags and exclamations We have seen in statement and commands. Now we are looking at WH questions. Where do you work? Look at the example. When does the shop open? One more example I am giving you. When does the shop open? When does the shop open? Following intonation. Okay? Where do you work? When does the shop open? How many books have you bought? How many books How many books have you bought? Right? Following intonation. How many books have you bought? In question sentences. In question sentences, look at the example. Where do you work? When does the shop open? How many books have you bought? How many books have you bought? Right? Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Are you able to follow? Right. So next we shall see in question tags. Right? We shall see in question tags. Right? Okay. We shall see in question tags. Okay, we shall see now in question tags. Right, we shall see in question tags. Okay, right, how it is. Now, for example, look at this example in question tags. I failed the exam because I didn't revise. I didn't revise. Did I? Did I? So, falling intonation. I failed the exam because I didn't revise. Did I? Right? He thinks he is so clever. He thinks he is so clever. He thinks he is so clever. Doesn't he? Doesn't he? Right. Falling intonation. Question tags. So in question tags, the following intonation. How we apply following intonation to question tags. Right? So we have seen here how we apply following intonation to statements, commands, WH questions and question tags. I give the example for the question tags. Right? I hope you are able to follow me. Is it clear? Are you able to follow me? Right? I failed the exam because I didn't revise. Did I? Did I? I think he is so clever, doesn't he? He thinks he is so clever, doesn't he? Right? Following intonation in question tags. Right. Now we can see in exclamations. Now we shall see in exclamations. Did you write it down? I hope all of you are writing down. Right. Now we shall see in exclamations. We shall see in exclamations, okay, how this falling tone is applied in exclamations. How nice of you. Look at this example 1. How nice of you. How nice of you. Falling intonation. Falling intonation. How nice of you. Is it clear? Right? In exclamations. What a beautiful voice. One more example. Look at one more example. What a beautiful voice. What a beautiful voice. What a beautiful voice. Right? That's a surprise. Okay? I told one more example. Okay. That's a surprise. That's a surprise. Exclamations, right? So we have seen falling intonation, right, in statements, in commands, question, WH questions, question tags, exclamations, right? So what happens in intonation? What happens in falling intonation? The pitch of the voice falls at the end of sentence. Is it clear? Falling intonation. And the symbol. What is symbol for this intonation? Falling intonation. Okay. It is like this. Right? Falling intonation. What happens in falling intonation? The pitch of the voice falls at the end of sentence. The pitch of the voice falls at end of sentence. And I gave you examples how falling intonation happens in statements, commands, WH questions, question tags, exclamations. Right? Is it clear, all of you? Is it clear? And did you write down the examples? Right? I hope you have written down the examples, all the examples in your book. So I told you maintain one English book and note down all the information in the English book. Is it clear? Okay? Right. So we shall move on to next one, rising intonation. Rising intonation. Right? So I am going to erase this. Okay? Have you written down? Have you written down? Right? I hope you have written down the examples. Okay. So next we shall see rising intonation. We shall see rising intonation. We shall see rising intonation. Okay, now we shall see rising intonation. Rising intonation, right? And the symbol is, right, an arrow. Okay. Okay, an arrow. Or the rising intonation. In rising intonation, okay, the pitch of your voice, the pitch of your voice, the pitch of your voice rises, the pitch of your voice rises at end of the sentence. The pitch of your voice rises at the end of the sentence in rising intonation. Okay, in rising intonation, the pitch of your voice rises at the end of the sentence. And how do you identify this mark? Okay, this right arrow mark, you see, it is like this. Okay, rising from, okay, it goes from, okay, it goes like this, right? Okay, so slanting, okay, rising from here to there, okay, so rising intonation. So this rising intonation, okay, we use with yes no questions and question tags, right? We use with yes no questions we use with yes no questions yes no questions. Then we use with question tags that are real, right? We use with question tags, okay, we use with question tags, okay, that are real questions, okay, that are real questions, question tags that are real questions. Okay, so here rising intonation we shall see with the example. We shall see with the example, okay. Example in yes no question. Yes no question. Yes no question. So in yes no question, for example, do you like, have you finished already? Have you finished already? Right? It is rising intonation. Right? Rising intonation. Have you finished already? Do you sell stamps here? Do you sell stamps here? Right? Do you sell stamps here? Right? Yes, no questions. Right? May I borrow your dictionary? May I borrow your dictionary? Right? May I borrow your dictionary? Right? So, in yes no questions, okay, how in rising intonation, the pitch of your voice rises at the end of the sentence. Have you finished already? See? Already? Okay. Do you sell stamps here? Do you sell stamps here? May I borrow your dictionary? Okay, your voice is going up. May I borrow your dictionary? What are you doing here? Right? What are you doing here? Where are you going? Where are you going? Right? Okay, so where are you going? My voice is rising. My voice is rising. Where are you going? Right? Have you finished already? Do you sell stamps here? May I borrow your dictionary? So your voice is rising. Okay, so that is what? Rising intonation. Rising intonation. And what happens in rising intonation? The pitch of your voice rises at the end of the sentence. The pitch of your voice rises at the end of the sentence. And I give you in yes no. Okay, this rising intonation we can see in yes no questions and question tags. We can see in yes no questions and question tags. And I gave you examples there for that. Yeah, okay. We have seen in yes no. Have you finished already? Okay, the voice is going up. Do you sell stamps here? Okay, the voice is going, rising intonation. May I borrow your dictionary? The voice is going up, rising intonation. Right? Hope you are able to understand what I am teaching. Is it clear? Right. So, right, in yes no questions, rising intonation. Okay, I gave you some examples. I have given you some examples. Are you writing it down in your books, all of you? Are you writing it down in your books? Right. I want you to write it down in your books so you can just remember. Okay, jot it down in your books. Okay, now we shall see in question tags, rising intonation, how it happens in question tags. The second example, question tags. We are seeing here in yes no questions. Now we shall see in question tags. Right? Shall I erase this? Okay. Have you written it down in your books? Shall I erase? Okay. Right. So I think all of you have written it down in your books. So we shall move on next to question tags. How rising intonation, how it happens in question tags. Okay. Right. Now we shall see, okay, in question tags. Okay, so examples in question tags, and we shall see here, okay. You like to play cricket, don't you? You like to play cricket, okay? So, don't you? You like to play cricket, don't you? So, falling. Rising, sorry, rising. See? Rising. Rising intonation, rising. You like to play cricket, don't you? Right? The view is beautiful, isn't it? Right? The view is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So, rising. Examples. Take down the examples. We have met already, haven't we? We have met already, haven't we? We have met already, haven't we? Right? We have met already, haven't we? Right? So, rising intonation. Rising intonation. We have met already, haven't we? So, rising intonation, we have seen in yes/no questions. Now, we are looking in question tags, examples, how it comes. I hope you are able to follow very carefully. Okay. So, what is that example? You like to play cricket, don't you? Don't you? You like to play cricket, don't you? See, my voice is rising. The view is beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it? Right? We have met already, haven't we? Haven't we? So, your voice is rising. Your voice is rising. Rising intonation. Did you exam? Okay. So, rising intonation, it comes in yes/no questions and question tags. Is it clear? And the symbol, what is symbol? This is the symbol. This is the symbol. Okay, the arrow. The arrow is rising. The arrow is rising. Clear? Okay. So, we have seen how it happens in, okay, right, question tags, right? It happens in question. We have seen the examples in yes/no questions and we have seen examples in question tags, right? So, in question tags, look at the example. You like to play cricket, don't you? Right? The view is beautiful, isn't it? We have met already, haven't we? So, all of you have written it down? Okay. Next, I shall move to rise and fall intonation. Rising, falling intonation. I shall move next to rising, falling intonation. Right? All of you have taken it down. Shall I erase it? Fine. Shall I erase it? Okay. So, next we shall see rising, falling intonation. Rising, falling intonation. We shall see, okay. Okay, so the bell rang. Okay, tomorrow I shall, okay. So, that is it. Tomorrow I shall continue the class, okay, and we shall continue with intonation. Clear? Right. Thank you, all of you.